Subwinter Boy says hi Sensory. Cool Epica says so guys. Sensory Shark 779 says WSP. Sensory Shark 779 says you. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says we need to also put signs cause I kinda lost. The Dude 111 says cool epic why did you kick me in your world? Subwinter Boy says we making more power kills. Sensory Shark 779 says is this a city? Sneaky Hat 831,000. Sensory Shark 779 says also could you turn it day PLS. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says Subway. Sensory Shark 779 says you. Carroty Eagle 503 says I think it's real life stations. Sensory Shark 779 says this is sick. Subwinter Boy says yes. Cool Epica says W. Sensory Shark 779 says how did you? Sensory Shark 770. Sensory Shark 779 says on. Sensory Shark 779 says OMG. Cool Epica says how long did this take you? Subwinter Boy says 2 weeks. Sensory Shark 779 says 2 weeks. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says 45 Minecraft days. Cool Epica says what? Sneaky Hat 831,570 says X2. Subwinter Boy says or month. Cool Epica says. Subwinter Boy says the whole line. The Dude 111 says can I have a porator? Sensory Shark 779 says look up feud. Cool Epica says you are so close to my score and how long mine took. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says bro guys where am I? Sneaky Hat 831,570 says I'm in a random sta. Cool Epica says mine took 1 month 2 days. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says station. Carroty Eagle 503 says are y'all in middle school or high school? The Dude 111 says Oliver Mappings do you see me as R2D2? Sneaky Hat 831,570 says middle. Sensory Shark 779 says almost in middle school. Cool Epica says high school M14. Subwinter Boy says hi. The Dude 111 says 4th grade. Sensory Shark 779 says 5th grade. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says I'm about to go to 5th. Carroty Eagle 503 says 5th. Suvajit Gamer 11 joined the game. The Dude 111 says I'm in 4th RN. Carroty Eagle 503 says my school goes to 8th grade. Subwinter Boy says hi sub. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says wa cities. Sensory Shark 779 says y'all can call me Oliver. Cool Epica says mine goes to. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says do y'all live in? Subwinter Boy says hi ships. Sensory Shark 779 says can I have? Cool Epica says I mean 12. Sensory Shark 700. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says dang I'm in Philadelphia. Carroty Eagle 503 says Michigan. Cool Epica says British. Cool Epica says you mate. Ships 2018 says hello, I'm from Wales, yay. Cool Epica says TF. Sensory Shark 779 says this place needs some torches. Cool Epica says 6th military. Sensory Shark 779 says it's a country of the UK. Wales. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says guys TP me back. Sensory Shark 779 says I'm a geography master. Sneaky Hat 831,570. The Dude 111 says I'm a geograper. Sensory Shark 779 says same. Carity Eagle 503 says so next year I'm a video in Nick riding the subway into Times Square in New Jersey. Sensory Shark 700. The Dude 111 says yeah. Sensory Shark 779 says everyone here. Sensory Shark 707. Sensory Shark 779 says I got a city I'm working on. Who wants to help? Sensory Shark 779 says PLS say yes. Cool Epica says Ships 2018 says I'm a gamer, I used to play Roblox but I got banned from Roblox. Sneaky Hat 831,000. Cool Epica says guys. Carity Eagle 503 says sure. The Dude 111 says can I see it? Sensory Shark 779. The Dude 111 left the game. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says who wants to he up? Cool Epica says who wants to help with my castle world? Cool Epica says add me. Cool Epica says if you do. Cool Epica says ah. Sensory Shark 779 says K I added everyone. Subwinter Boy says I am going to Sensory. Sneaky Hat 831,500. Sensory Shark 779 says ALR. Sneaky Hat 831,570 joined the game. Sneaky Hat 831,570 says we just do in a city. Sensory Shark 779 says yeah. Sensory Shark 779 says why did you leave? Ships 2018 joined the game. Carity Eagle 500. Ships 2018 says I'm a Lego brick. Subwinterboy joined the game. Carity Eagle 503 says what states? Carity Eagle 503 says is this. Sensory Shark 779 says I'm doing every single city LF the states. Sensory Shark 779 says we don't gotta do all IJS wanted help with this. Carity Eagle 503 says so what state I? Carity Eagle 503 says what city is this? Subwinterboy says this city looks amazing. Sensory Shark 700. Sensory Shark 779 says it's Nevada right now. Carity Eagle 503 says okay. Sensory Shark 779 says we can build the hospital. Sensory Shark 779 says it's over here. Sneaky Hat 8.
Hi, how are you?
Sensory Shark 779. The Dude 111 joined the game. Joel Gamer 9. Joel Gamer. Cool Epica says so as I was saying. Cool Epica says you might have to restart. Sensory Shark 779 says I don't wanna. Cool Epica says you know why. Parody Eagle 503 says what happened. Sensory Shark 779 says I want you to help me. Cool Epica says Sensor Con. Sensory Cool Epica says okay so. Cool Epica says if you wanted to make underground bridges. Cool Epica says not deep enough. Parody Eagle 503 says yeah. Back, button, 1 of 39. Main menu. Play, button, 1 of 7. Settings, button, 2 of. Game settings screen, accessibility settings tab, selected, text to speech for UI, toggle, 2 of 23, text to speech for UI, toggle, 2 of, text to speech for UI.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Carity Eagle 503 says this is the end stream. See you later. Thanks for watching.